What's good, y'all? Elvis here. So I finally come to terms with it. I've been lying to myself. I've been lying to y'all. I'm not really a barber. Like, I've been cutting hair for 10 years. I've been licensed for 5. And I love the haircuts. I love my interactions with people. I love the freedom and the creativity that comes with this lifestyle. And as well as I love the ways that I'm able to interact with people in a way where I help people feel seen. I help people feel seen in the sense of the interaction I'm having with them, because it'd be very therapeutic and intimate in a lot of ways. But then, bigger than that, I help them feel seen because I'm putting my art on their head. So people feel like art leaving, going out into the world, interacting with other people. They feel like art. People are noticing them more. It's making their positive attributes pop more. And a good haircut enhances someone's natural essence. You know what I'm saying? Makes it easier for people to notice the good things about you with a haircut. And now I feel like it's a blessing to be a barber. I feel like this is something that I knew any version of me in any timeline was going to have to go through. This shit has been so integral to growing me into the kind of person that I am. But I don't ever feel like the title of barber ever fit me. I first started cutting hair in middle school. It was mainly YouTube trial and error, cutting my cousins and stuff, cutting my own hair at first. I wasn't even cutting hair seriously until college, where I had incentive to make some money. And I also wanted to have something in my life that was on my terms. I was in school for chemical engineering at the time. And at that point, I thought I made that decision for me. But looking back, I was a people pleaser, and all of the decisions I was making up until that point were based off of the benefit I could give others way before it even benefited me. I just kind of reduced my needs and thought I didn't have needs for a long period of my life. But now looking back, engineering is a thing I have the aptitude for, and it's a thing that in another life would have made sense for me. Like, this life isn't over. I might jump back into it, but my reasoning to get into engineering would be very different, because I realized just going through most of my curriculum, like, I love engineering, but I don't care about working as an engineer. Like, I don't care about people paying me for problems that don't concern me, but the money concerns me. Like, I don't care about money that much. Like, I grew up super poor. I'm a minimalist. Y'all should see my living room right now. So I didn't expect to make money in the first place. But I fell in love with barbering, and my love for barbering eclipsed all the curiosity and passion I had for engineering. So I was like, I don't care how much bread is tied up with this engineering shit. I'm going to pivot with this barbering thing. And even if it doesn't make a bunch of money now, I can scale it to make whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Because engineering, I knew it paid bread, but I didn't want to have to buy my freedom back. Because with barbering, it was my own already. As soon as I made that decision, like, I was going to struggle in any which way, but I'd rather struggle for problems that are mine, like, that I decide to adopt, not a bunch of things that are thrust upon me that I have no passion for. I really just picked the path that had the most open-ended route to freedom. I was kind of just self-taught for maybe about like 4 years before I went to barber school, and then at that point I started interacting with other barbers in the city. I was cutting hair through college, and it was really just on campus stuff. Back in my day, if you needed a haircut on A&T campus, you knew who the fuck I was. Damn, I'm really now. I bet niggas on campus have no idea who I am. Damn, bro. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Hey, all y'all young kids, bro. Damn, I'm really feeling like now. All y'all young kids, keep in mind, as you grow up, you never feel your age. You just feel how you feel. So, like, there's a lot of 7-year-olds that I know that lived a long life already. And they kind of feel like, oh, one day I feel like I'm grown up. But, like, they've been grown up since they've been 7, and they just carry that throughout their whole life. Some people are, like, eternally at 10 years old. Feels appropriate when they're 10. But then once they turn 40, they still haven't emotionally developed past there. So if you feel old, you're somebody that's been feeling old. If you feel young, you're somebody that's been feeling young. You know what I'm saying? I've been feeling old for a long time. So now I feel like I'm finally getting my, like, elder respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come with jokes from these young niggas, but it's like, I remember having to fight for my respect from old people, knowing I knew way better. Just from looking at, like, their decisions in their own life. Man. But now, like, they can't tell me shit because I've made better decisions and I have my life as my resume. You feel me? So it's like when I tell them, oh, that's some goofy ass shit, now they shut the hell up. That's nice as you grow up. So look forward to that, all my old soul people. Like, cause you know better now, but you can like show better later. And yo, like showing is always way more potent than telling. It's always way more potent. So it's not even worth even telling anybody anything. If you can show, not even show to anybody in particular, but show to yourself. And if they find out, they find out. That's the most satisfying way. Oh my gosh, that will save you so much headache. And then also it'll earn you a lot of like respect that you won't even care to keep track of. But that always comes in handy. You would not believe. But I'm getting off topic. Yeah, I never really felt like I'm a barber for real, but also, I'm a little quirky, neurodivergent and whatnot. So I guess I never felt like nobody for real. The thing that made me feel disconnected from just the term barber was like my reasoning for cutting hair has always been different than like damn near everybody I've ever met. There's a lot of people where we have slightly overlapping reasons and some that might just connect tangentially, but for the most part, whenever I talk to barbers, they're telling me about how they care about cutting hair as far as, oh, it makes me money and this and that. And I might ask one or two questions and I realize like, oh, this is a person that is telling me this, but they feel like they're a slave to their chair. Like most of the people that I talk to about cutting hair, just period, not even people that identify as barbers, people that talk to me about cutting hair, they're telling me about how it was always a move out of desperation. They tell me like, oh, all these other things didn't work and they were kind of, I don't want to say they were a loser in a bunch of other areas. They just tried barbering and it was the thing that required the least. You know what I'm saying? That's what they low-key are telling me, but they don't want to say that and they get mad at me when I tell them that. So I usually don't like say it explicitly like that. Then over time, I found people that were more like me. We get paid in a way that's grander than money through this. And then we also, trying to make the money thing work here. But then we also have a bunch of other things on the sides that we want to do. Like everybody that's at the shop that I'm at now is some kind of teacher, coach, somebody big homie. You know what I mean? They might not intellectualize it as much as me, but they're all pulled by the need of divine masculine presence. You know what I'm saying? Like they're providing that. All their energy is very, I'm trying to be Hokage and take care of everybody energy. I'm the only person that would say it like that. I'm the nerdy nigga. But everybody shows it in different ways and has different things that they care about. But they want to make sure the women and the children feel safe. And then we just coincidentally cut hair. I feel like I've never fit in with a group of people as much as this. And I'm realizing it's not even because of what we do, it's why we do it. And even that is super diverse, but it all comes from the same like essence. And being around niggas like that made me realize like, damn, bro, this teacher shit has been in me. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and like I've been helping out at my old barber school, for like 2 years now, and that's just been really dope. I feel real purposeful when I'm there, but I thought I wanted to be a barber instructor. So I was entertaining the idea of getting my teaching license and this and that. I started realizing like, bro, I don't even like teaching to cut hair, bro. I just like kicking it with the students, teaching them about barbering and then talking about how it intersects with life, God, art. You feel me? And I'm like, bro, I'm not really a barber. I'm an educator technically. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a tonsorial art teacher. I like talking about and teaching art, and I feel like the soul or the essence of a teacher is just being an enthusiastic student. You know what I'm saying? Like having the spark of the love of learning and then just helping them ignite it within themselves. You know what I mean? Like, because it's not something you can just put in somebody, but it's something you can identify and then throw a little gas on it. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little oxygen and then let it do its thing, and then it becomes a blazing thing. You know what I mean? And there's something about just connecting with somebody and helping them get it that just, oh my gosh, I feel like that's what I'm here for type shit. Because really when I'm learning, that's what I'm feeling. That's what God is doing to me. Like I'm supposed to use my energy to do that for other people. But also, I think the best way we can do that is to lead by example and learn by example. So I got to figure my shit out for the most part. And I'm sitting here like, I've been feeling kind of tossing and turning with this idea of, am I really a barber, bro? Because people be trying to come in walk-ins and like, I don't give a fuck about cutting nobody's hair for real. I just like talking to my people. And if I'm being for real, if you want a haircut from me and you don't want to just like connect or something, I'm kind of cool. Like, I don't care about cutting more hair. I've been doing this shit for 10 years. There's a lot of people that want haircuts from me, like too many people for me to even have reasonable pricing in my area. I thought I was going to be done like being a barber or really prioritizing the business of cutting hair once my haircuts got to like $50. Because I don't have that much need for bread. And then also, I'm very good about investing and playing with other things. And like, I'm very good at flipping some money. And I had to start charging more for my time because this became a thing that was taxing more for me energetically. Like, just the kind of blueprint I have, the archetype of person I have, like the kind of interactions I want to have with people behind the chair, that's very energy draining. You know what I'm saying? It's not even so much I'm doing like energy draining to cut hair. Haircuts just happen. I could do like maybe 20, 25 haircuts in a day for real, if I like just having the energy if I ate and slept. But it's like, I don't want to have that many interactions with humans for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that big of a people person. So I just tailored my clientele to people that fit people like me. You feel me? And then those people just tend to value the interactions more and then pay a lot of money. Because I'm one of those kind of people. Like, I don't get a haircut often, but I'll pay some bread. But yeah, getting back to tonsorial art teacher. It's not even a thing that has a credential, which I think is a beautiful thing. Because that means I could do whatever I want with it for real. When I heard tonsorial art teacher, like something in my chest opened up like, oh, like this feels like me. Because even when I think of myself as a barber, I don't even consider myself a barber. My clients consider me just, they friend, a cool nigga with some clippers. Like, I don't be pressed about cutting nobody's hair. I don't tell nobody come get a haircut. Outside of, I wanted to specifically cut like a few people's hair for free just because I really like talking to them. Like, I have not asked nobody to come get a haircut verbally in like maybe 6 years. It's just the same people keep booking. The same people send people that are similar that just really want a haircut from me. You know what I'm saying? That like interaction with me. And I really love interactions with them, which is like the best part of this business. Like, I really I get paid with spirit, paid with energy on a quality human interaction level. And then niggas pay me. Like, it's fucking up. But then also that makes me realize like, just because I've been at a point where I've really gotten a hustler season about this business, I don't want to make this a job, because there was a point where I had a day full of people and I was like, oh my gosh. I thought of just the energy and the attention it would take, because there's so much of me that wants to do other things. So that's why I took a season to go off and to be in the suite. And I was like, okay, I can focus on, like, I want to make courses. I want to do this and that. I want to get away from a lot of the negative influences that I was around. And then I kind of realized, well, why am I doing this? I was kind of feeling lost. At this point, I might have retired twice. Then I was like, well, shoot, I want to downsize it. The ship got too big. I don't really care about being in the suite, bro. I'm only in this bitch if somebody wants to pay me to cut hair. Otherwise, it feels like I'm in a cubicle. It's like a little bit of a prison, bro. And I'm paying like apartment rent for this shit. Like, bro, y'all can have it. I went back to a shop, but I went to a shop filled with people that I had resonance with. It wasn't me just trying to make a convenient situation work. These are people that independently I've made connections with over the course of years, just extended through my network. You know what I'm saying? Quality connections with people that I respect. And then they coincidentally all worked at the same shop. When I just happened to ask the owner, my big homie Tevin, if there was a space available. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know all these niggas worked here. When I heard who worked there, bro, I'm like, man, the fucking Avengers have assembled, bro. Bro, everybody I'm around is somebody who has a passion for teaching, a passion for, like, they're masculine individuals that have a passion for providing and doing what God called them to do. And we got missions that we willing to die in the field over. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bunch of, like, sassy niggas playing pretend, handshakes to hide the tension, and, like, niggas doing sassy sabotage shit. You feel me? So that shit is, like, beautiful to me. But I started working at my old barber school because I wanted to get better at coaching, diagnosing and helping barbers and, clients get through their bottlenecks or whatever the thing is that's hemming up whatever the progress they want to make in their business is. And I'm realizing that I'm not that concerned with teaching somebody to cut hair, period. I am concerned with teaching somebody how to be a better barber. Getting better at cutting hair is just that's a skill that will just happen and develop over time as you develop your flavor and your skill set. You can be a phenomenal hair cutter, but a mediocre barber. The skills of being a better barber all have to do with being a better person. It's kind of self-actualization. A better barber for me is, a barber that happened to make more money. But for me, a better barber is a more capable artist because I'm really more of an artist than specifically a barber. I'm a tonsorial artist. Somebody else who doesn't have a relationship with barbering but loves the art of haircutting and just wants to be able to do good haircuts on themselves, like has a very different passion behind it than I do. So they wouldn't care about learning how to scale their business and sales and human psychology things, you know what I'm saying? Like I would. Because my definition of a barber is not just a person who does haircuts. So it really depends on who you are, what barbering or haircutting or whatever your craft is. Because sometimes I feel like the best advice I give to barbers is to tell them that you're not supposed to be a barber. There's some people who I see a passion and I see their eyes light up in something that's a straight hobby to them, and barbering is the thing that it's become a job and they feel like a slave to. But barbering has showed me that all the skill sets I've used in this, I can rinse and repeat in any area, any industry, any money making venture. So nobody can really shackle me to anything but myself, because the skills of being a barber are just the skills of building relationships, mainly a relationship with yourself to even, let's say, distill enough value for you to appreciate that you can share with somebody else, and then building the other skills around contributing value for other people. And that works for everything that you do in life. Like human relationships are basically just getting needs met or helping people meet needs. I just feel more purposeful talking about art, life, and God, and then as it relates to barbering versus teaching people how to do this and this and that to be this kind of barber and da 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 da. I don't care about people liking nothing I say. I care about, did it make you better? Even if I said something that made somebody feel uncomfortable, if I contributed to them helping themselves become better, we up. That was my intention. We don't gotta be friends. Most people aren't my friends. And the only people that I consider like family are people that I see how God works through them. I realized just through cutting hair for 10 years, like anybody who comes to me with a mutual understanding of I want to see and be seen, we won't have a problem. Even if we disagree about things, we understand that it's not us, it's just circumstance. My enemies and my allies are the same people. The only difference is perspective. I know that barbering is maybe a better person, and I feel like it's something that allows people to access a better version of themselves, even if it's not something that you're partaking in as far as cutting somebody's hair. But getting a haircut, people tend to be their best selves, you know what I'm saying, after the fact. I think that barbers are saving the world, one world at a time. But I think saving the world is a collaborative effort, and barbers are helping people save their own worlds on whatever level. If there's the intention and the hope to make things better, it's already better. This video got really derailed, really off topic. I think going forward, I'm going to market myself as a tonsorial art teacher who you can pay to cut hair, coincidentally. I want to provide the highest form of value that made my life better with people who are mutually trying to make their life and other people's lives better. Yeah, but that's all I got for today. If you want consultations, link in the bio, ebooks, courses and stuff, that it's all there. But till next time, craft over clout. I'm out.